Hey, I am speaking.
I'm independent.
Hey, I am speaking.
You big dummy. What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here. And today we're going to be talking about the clusterfuck that is, well, the DNC. For those of you who don't know, the DNC, in all of their, how you say it, diversity, have elected a new DNC chair. And, because it's diverse, I'm quite sure it's going to be since they're so diverse, they're all about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, that, the new chair would be a person of, how do you say it, color, right? Right, right. The new DNC chair would be a person of color, right? Well, let's look at who the new DNC chair is. Oh, it's another white guy named Ken Martin, and his slogan is "There are good billionaires. We need to find the good billionaires." Here's the little caption at the bottom. Always remember, we're the party that brought you slavery and Jim Crow, but we're diverse. We're diverse. Yeah. Yeah, uh this is the clusterfuck that the Democrat Party just did to us. They claim to be the party of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and they just gave us another white dude. Off the good start, Democrats. Off to a good start. No, not really, but still. But you don't need to take my word for you don't need to take my word for it. The DNC nominating this new chair being a clusterfuck. There's plenty of evidence out there to show that the entire DNC was a clusterfuck. So let us take a look. Let's see, percent Share screen and now this is a little form that MSNBC edited because of all the shenanigans in the form that they had for the DNC chair. And don't worry, we're not going to be playing the whole 6 hours. But let's listen in. Before we start, let me speed this up just a little bit. 2.5 should be enough.
Noon and welcome to the DNC Leadership Forum hosted by MSNBC Live in conjunction with the Georgetown Institute of Politics and Public Service. This is the fourth and final forum ahead of the DNC leadership elections on February 1st. I'm Luke Russert, the host and creative director of MSNBC Live, and I'm thrilled to be joined by the great man, Mo Alethi, executive director of Georgetown University Politics, or GU Politics.
Must be Tim Russert's son, but okay.
As you like to say. This forum today will provide an inside look at the party's evolving vision and strategic planning for the road ahead. It's about more, though, than selecting new leadership. It's also...
We'll begin the forum with the races for National Finance Chair, then move to Treasurer, and then Secretary. Opportunity for DNC in order to maintain neutrality throughout this process. I have abstained from pledging support either publicly or privately, signing petitions, or even speaking to any candidate in the race at any level. And I will abstain from voting in the elections for any office I'm moderating today. Now, with that, let's get started. Please join us in welcoming the current chair of the Democratic National Committee, Jamie Harrison.
On behalf of the Democratic Party and the Democratic National Committee.
Yeah, you failed, bro. Donald Trump not only won the electoral college, he won the popular vote. You failed.
I would like to extend my sincere condolences and prayers to the families who lost loved ones in the deadly airplane crash last night. So many of us fly in and out.
Caused by a woman who was off course for hours and was told she was off course for hours. Just saying.
All right. You both touched on this briefly. But yeah, we raised record amount of money in this last cycle and still lost the White House. And I hear some chat.
Yep, $2.6 billion. They raised $2.6 billion and still lost. But they want us to take them seriously. They want us to join their quote unquote so-called resistance. They spent $2 billion in this last election and didn't produce anything. Got it.
Chatter that there might be Democratic donor fatigue at both the big donor and
no shit.
Grassroots level.
Y'all wasted $2 billion and wondering why there's donor fatigue? Really? Really? What's going on, Andre?
Level. So as you look forward to this next cycle, next finance chair isn't going to have an incumbent president or vice president to help them. You're going to be facing a competitive midterm where a lot of the dollars are going to be flowing to down ballot races, and then a presidential primary heats up where they're going to be sucking in a lot of the money. How will you combat donor fatigue and even some donor skepticism to ensure that the DNC can provide the next nominee with the infrastructure they need? Chris?
Well, first of all, transparency, because they feel like they didn't get what they paid for. I look at
No shit, Sherlock.
donors, large and small donors, as investors in this party. And we are going to have transparency because myself and Mr. Lowe, who's the co-chair of the Finance Committee, are going to set rules and bylaws that require detail.
And so I think it's really important for us to keep the member first and foremost at what we do at the DNC. And I will say this, maybe because I'm a Southerner and I'm nosy, but I really want to know what members are thinking. I want to know. I want to know where we're doing well, where we're not doing well. What can we do better? What can we stop doing? But I think it's really important for us to put.
Well, you could stop gaslighting us for one thing. You can stop trying to shame black people into voting for you. You could do that, but yeah. Anyway, salute Adric. Peace.
DNC members first and not treat them like they're the staff because they're elected members of the body, and treat them as a colleague, as a key stakeholder, because we need to regain the 15 million people we lost this election cycle.
Thank you. Our next
Well, you're not likely to regain me, but you know.
question comes from Andre Driver, a DNC member from Texas.
The secretary serves as an advocate for DNC members within party leadership. How would you fulfill this responsibility, and can you provide an example of how you would amplify member concerns?
And let's start with Maryland.
Sure. So, and again, having worked for the DNC, overseeing engagement, I would engage with, advocate for DNC members, especially the caucus and council chairs, with the then chairman at the time, just advocating for more resources, advocating for more events to happen in the states. And I would do the same with DNC members. And again, using the opportunity to.
Now they're not. This lady's not running for chair. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm looking at it, they're running for secretary. Okay, DNC secretary.
Using the secretary's convening power to host open office hours so DNC members can share best practices. So we know what's happening in Texas. So we know what's happening in South Dakota. Is there opportunity for us to take best practices from Florida and share those?
Oh, you mean best practices? You mean shaming anybody who doesn't kiss your ass? Is that what you call best practices? I mean, I'm just saying. Basically shaming anybody who doesn't straight up kiss your ass. Yeah. By the way, I got 7 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit my Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show. Are you not entertaining taxes in effect?
Those with individuals in Georgia, or take best practice from California, a very active state, and use those, take the best of what's happening in California to places like New Jersey.
Our people are hurting and our people are suffering right now. The very last tweet, whatever we call them now, that I sent before I walked on the stage was about Donald Trump and his reckless words when he stood there today as the.
Well, you can stop doing that too. No one cares that you don't like Donald Trump. What is your plan? Other than Trump bad, Trump's a racist, Trump's a fascist. Oh my lordy B. Trump bad, Trump's a racist.
Commander-in-chief and said that DEI was the blame for the plane crash yesterday. And my work.
And there's some evidence that kind of proves that DEI may have caused that. So that the lady flying that helicopter only had 500 hours and had no business flying where she was flying. So
words were racism and sexism know no bounds. And Donald Trump doesn't either. And so it's time for us to push back against this. So I was raised in rural Alabama by my grandparents on a farm in a home with no indoor plumbing and no running water. So when we go out and talk to people, we've got to stop using this policy talk, this DC talk, and trying to be the perfect version of what we learned in our textbooks in the last forum. But we've got to talk to people in a way that resonates with them. If we're talking to people and my grandpa can't understand you, then we're using the wrong words. We've got to connect with people. We've got to show up and we've got to show them.
And you have to stand for something, and you have to offer something other than, I'm a Democrat, vote for me, or I'll shame you and say you're a fascist and vote and call you a racist. Just saying.
That we're willing to not only fight for ourselves, but fight for them. That's what I heard on the campaign trail. People didn't see Democrats as willing to fight for them. And we've got to remind people that the Democratic Party is there showing up and fighting for them. As a little girl.
Based on what facts? Particularly as a black man, we were already the number one homeless population, but no one wants to talk about the number one growing homeless population last 4 years with Biden was black women. But nobody wants to talk about that. They want to sweep that crap under the rug. Anyway, let's continue.
From rural Alabama, growing up in poverty, I didn't get to become a member of Congress by not having a party like the Democratic Party standing up and fighting for me and my values. And we've got to remind people that we're that party again.
Congresswoman Beatty, it seems that the Republicans are
have a national message and know where we can find voters. So year-round, 52 weeks a year, we are going to be doing a year-round program. It's an education, and guess what? It's an education on the Democratic Party and what our values are. We got to remember, working people, we're part of building this party. And so we got to get back to that. So guess what? I'm the National Campaigns Director of the National AFL-CIO. I'm willing to telework for 2 days out of the building in order to work with the organizers and the political staff that you're going to have to execute this work, this vision that you have. And I want to dedicate that time as a volunteer vice chair. And I'm ready to get to states, have conversations, and build out a training program for all communities.
Okay, let's show this video. Now, here's what they don't want y'all to see.
My name is Troy Blackwell. I'm a proud Afro-Latino from the South Bronx, New York. Today I stand before you as one of the first non-binary candidates to run in the DNC's 177-year history. I'm asking you to take a chance on someone like me.
The final tally of votes, Troy Blackwell, 0.
My name is Troy Blackwell. I know that I'm a new face.
Yep. Yep, he said all that and got 0 votes.
That was good. Hello, Democrats. Hey, I am speaking. And
Oh yes. Oh yes. If you didn't watch the beginning of the show, I got a new clip to show everybody. I actually clipped that little part and I came up with this.
Hey, I am speaking.
You can't make this shit up. But anyway, let's continue.
I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention like the 11 people who went before me. Yes, I am speaking.
Good evening, Democrats. Look up here. 3 strong black women standing before you.
Yeah. and look at the sister. Shout out to the sister. Her name is Red Dawn Daily. Shout out to Red Dawn Daily for this video. But look, just look. Yeah.
3 black women who, rather than just grabbing a chair, ran for chair.
Oh, yes. 3 black women who not only grabbed a chair, but ran for chair. Let's see. Ran for chair and still lost to this guy. And you still lost to Ken Martin. You still lost to him. Greetings. Once again, everybody like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat, support the show. Are you not entertained? I didn't get any Cash Apps on Saturday, so hit my Cash App, support the show.
My name is Artie Blanco, Freddie Blanco's daughter.
And we're supposed to care because...
Vote for me for vice chair.
Look at this room, y'all. Truly take it in. This is the Democratic Party. We are our strongest when we stand together.
We are in a time in this country when our democracy and our rights are under attack. We're at a time where black and brown people, women, and other minorities are being blamed for everything that's wrong with this country.
Yeah. I feel her pain. We're supposed to vote for this bullshit that you see on the screen right now. We're supposed to be voting for this bullshit. A bullshit.
So let's fight together for a stronger and more inclusive Democratic Party. Good afternoon, DNC. Let me say something. Over the last several days, we've seen what happens when we have the wrong people in powerful places.
Lord have mercy.
Today,
we see what happens when we have the wrong people in powerful places. We definitely see what happens when we have the wrong people in powerful places right now. What's going on, Namer? Y'all can come up now and enjoy the this session. But yeah.
I ask for your support and electing me as your DNC vice chair because in a time of crisis, leadership matters.
My people are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
We are sick and tired of being the last one hired and the first one fired.
I got into this work because at the
Hold on, wait a minute. We need to rewind that.
age of 18, I'm
One hired, being sick and tired. We are sick and tired of being the last one hired and the first one fired.
Now, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Now, what's going on, Neymar? Now, I thought DEI fixed all that. They told us DEI fixed all that, but yet black people are the last hired and the first one fired. I thought DEI was supposed to fix all that. Oh, wait.
Especially black men.
It didn't. It actually made it worse, especially for black men. Oh, by the way, did you know that black women only made up 4% of DEI hires? Oops.
Who made up the majority?
Oh, I believe it was, white women.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got into this work because at the age of 18, unfortunately, I was the victim of a hate crime. And I've spent the last 15 years fighting for the American people, all 340 million of them.
Work to do to organize, show up, and win. And that is why I'm asking the people who have stood with me in this ride, because you know the work that I do to protect the vote.
Vernon Jones says all of this black noise at the DNC and a white man still won. Go figure.
Yeah, pretty much. A white dude named Ken Martin won. And he said there are good billionaires out there. So, we know where he stands.
And on the first day of Black History Month, you can't make this stuff up. The Party of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Sorry I was late. I got pulled over for a DEI on my way over. We need a big...
Yeah. This is
DUI?
DEI.
That too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He can't. Wait a minute. He
With
can't
the opening
drive.
statements, each candidate will have 30 seconds, and we'll start with Dr. Quintessa Hathaway.
Oh, wait for it.
Good evening, everyone. It is my desire to be the next DNC chair. And I just want to give you all a little bit of something that's been on my heart here over the last couple of days. You fight on, you fight on. You fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong, you fight on, oh, you fight on.
No.
Oh, boy. You fight on, you fight on, you fight on, you fight on. This is some bullshit, but we're going to fight on. You can't make this shit
AB,
up.
before you continue,
Yes.
I know, clearly, Mr. Z, you're a glutton for this shit, and you're doing the Lord's work. But man, you got me worried about you, fam. You got me worried about you. This is I'm not joking. I'm not joking. This is going to take a toll on you, brother.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking about your health, man. This is not good for you, especially not good for your kids.
Don't worry. I don't watch this shit every day. I just got a report on it.
Yeah, and first of all,
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Dr. Hathaway.
I'll never understand why they didn't pick this legend.
As constable, 拖欠今年的是呢，都look at 这个都拖着是哪下，看，个建议是可以比开呀，那 costume 我厉害嘅把。
Well, they are diverse, at least, I guess.
Yeah, that means welcome. The Democratic National Committee wishes to acknowledge that we gather together to state our values on lands that have been stewarded through many centuries by the ancestors and the descendants of tribal nations who have been here since time immemorial.
Oh.
We honor the communities native to this continent and recognize that our country was built on indigenous lands.
How many of you believe that racism and misogyny played a role in Vice President Harris's defeat? Okay.
What's going on?
Oh.
So that's good. You all pass.
Well, I guess they were true to their word if they think that.
Can't make this stuff up. What's going on, brother?
What's up, AB? What's up, Neymar?
Your thoughts?
Turtle coin?
Of course, man.
No. I mean, I'm just worried about that name. I'm just like, have we met? I don't know. You sound familiar.
Nah, I've been listening to you guys for about 2 years now. So
Okay.
Oh, I see. I see.
Well, let's
Fair
continue.
enough.
Only white men can win. They sure did elect some white men. Everyone join in on agreeing with the Democrats. Tell them right on, brother. That's why the most intelligent, accomplished, well-spoken black woman did not win the presidency. She will be an inspiration to young girls.
Well spoken, my ass, but okay. Let's go to another video.
Here at home.
Okay. Yeah, that actually happened. And you didn't miss
Sure
her
is
that.
a surprise.
He said, peace out, bitches. That actually happened.
But the other, but
I just can you okay, hello?
Yep. The linebacker with lipstick had to show her ass, her natural ass.
Excuse me. Election cycle.
Excuse me.
You do not. These particular. And Democrats are still taking money from the arsonists. Would you have done anything differently? I'm sorry. Everyone.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh yeah, this is the clusterfuck they edited out of the original clip.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hey, I am speaking, and I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention.
Well, the Democrat Party held their first public event since their humiliating election loss to Donald J. Trump, and it did not disappoint. During the DNC chair election, instead of giving an opening statement, this lady chose to do this.
and we'll begin with the opening statements. Each candidate will have.
Hello, hats off. And if you're
Yeah, we already heard that. We don't need to hear it again.
Thank you for sparing me the torture.
wondering whether the Democrats learned anything from the last the last 8 years, here's your answer.
Hey, I am speaking, and I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention like the 11 people who went before me. Yes, I am speaking.
So they're doubling down on the I am speaking line. Excellent. If there's one thing voters love, it's being talked to like they're in preschool smuggling snacks during nap time.
In this round. So I'm going to have a show of hands. How many of you believe that racism and misogyny played a role in Vice President Harris's defeat?
No, or maybe the fact that she was an unqualified, incompetent AKA played a role in
Asshole jackass.
Yep. Oh, by the way, have you heard about they released a full 60-minute video?
For what full 60-minute video?
Remember how she went on 60 Minutes? The show?
Yeah.
They released a full video of her work. They released a full word salad.
Embarrassing.
As if we weren't spared.
Don't worry, we ain't gonna be watching that.
Okay, I've already done enough trauma. I've already enough trauma in my life as it is.
Awkward laugh there at the end. So yes, that is their official explanation for their humiliating election loss, and they are sticking to it. Do you hear that? It's the sound of J.D. Vance winning in 2028. But don't worry, the Democrats are reaching out to everyone, all sorts of new voters, mainly the non-binary.
Rules specify that when we have a gender non-binary candidate or officer, the non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced. In order to be gender balanced, we must elect one male, one female, and one person of any gender.
Are we supposed?
Now do you understand why I titled this the DNC Cluster blank?
Because it was an absolute cluster F.
Now you see why I titled it what I titled the DNC Cluster blank?
Supposed to believe this
candidate or officer. The non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced. In order to be gender...
Yes, this is not misinformation. The DNC wants gender balance.
Double down on stupid.
They want to double down on gender balance. Shout out to Donald Trump. Say what you want about him. He has declared there are only 2.
And it was an executive order,
male
but
and female.
how long does that but how long does that executive order last though? These presidential executive
I don't know.
orders.
As long as he's president.
During his presidency.
Yeah, so at least next 4
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
At least next 4 years.
Gender balance, we must elect one male, one female, and one person of any gender.
Are we supposed to believe this dude is on board with the multiple genders BS? He's stuttering so much he can barely get it out.
We must elect.
Yes, the Democrats are trying to expand back into being a Big Tent organization. They tried to win over voters by reminding them that they're imperialist thieves living on stolen land.
And recognize that our country was built on indigenous lands. And hope. Was
the speech produced by the late, great David Lynch? No offense, but it sounds like he's speaking backwards. But the event wasn't a total bust. Some did have jokes.
Sorry I was late. I got pulled over for a DEI on my way over. We need a big tent.
I think he thought that joke was going to kill, but he should have waited for the camera to pan in on his Jerry curl mullet. Way funnier. But here's what you really came for. The event was a complete disaster, a total shit show. Every time the Democrats hold any kind of event, you remember those rallies, the Kamala rallies during the campaign, during the election.
Everyone's
Shout out to this creator. We got receipts.
voice matters, but I am speaking now.
They cannot get through a single.
Oh, if you didn't see it, name, I had to do it. Remember that black chick that said, "Hey, I'm speaking."
Please, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, too late.
No, it's just it's you know me. Sometimes it's like some of the stuff I just got my tolerance for some of it.
I am speaking.
Yo, somebody help me get up. I felt that laughing so hard. I'm on the floor. I think I hurt myself. Damn you, AB. I hurt myself now. Please help me. Somebody help me up. I'm on my back.
I had to, man. When I heard that shit, I was like, I gotta, you know what? I gotta remix that. So I slowed it down.
I am speaking. Is this wait a minute, hold on. I gotta say something.
Shout out
is
to
this what it
he's
be?
the one that encouraged me to do that.
Okay. Well, thank you. Well, shout out to Jersey, by the way. But I gotta say, is this what it's like when you is this what like when you're watching a Democratic convention and you've been smoking some of that ooh-wee?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I remember, sometimes you need to puff pass in order to deal with this bullshit and just get with the pass. No, you gotta puff pass in order for it to pass.
Yep, let's keep going.
Speech, a single event without members of their base screaming at them for a party that really wanted to defund the police. Boy, they sure are glad that the police are there to save them from their own voters.
Yep. I'm going to kick off our questioning tonight. And I will just have you know, we are going to ask the questions from the stage. There will be a moment where we will take questions from the audience, but I would ask.
You ain't shit for that. Stop.
Okay, guys, I can't take this no more, man. I gotta go. Bye-bye.
Peace out, brother. But yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your enthusiasm. We are going to ask the questions from the stage.
You want to ask the today?
We'll ask that you please take a seat.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold up. Can you just zoom back onto her on that big ass head of hers? Rewind back to to see her big ass head.
This is a question we're going to ask. All right, we're going to ask that question. We understand. We understand that there are many issues that people are very passionate about, and we are going to endeavor to get to all of those.
Yep, big.
At least she looked like she just came from the clinic to get a hair transplant. Did she just reshaped her hair, her hairline?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's got a more fucked up looking head, her or Joy Reid?
I would call it a tie.
Tonight, I will note that candidates will have 90 seconds to answer each question. And again, we won't ask everyone.
So one of the protesters was shouting about getting billionaires out of our elections. Of course, the Democrats outspent Trump 2-1. And we're sitting there. I watched the whole event, so you didn't have to. We're sitting there talking about getting dark money and PAC money out of our elections. So if you thought that was bad, oh, they were just getting started.
I want to take a look back to the last election cycle. You do not, pardon me. Thank you all so much. We appreciate, can I note, we appreciate your enthusiasm. And we have a number of questions we'd like to get to. If you would please take a seat, ma'am.
Okay, did you hear that protester said, I have a question, and Simone Sanders said, no, you don't, and then said, we appreciate your enthusiasm, we appreciate that you're here, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you already said, no, you don't. She could not help herself, and it only gets worse from here. Keep watching.
If you're willing to stay silent, we would love to have you stay. But we have a number of questions that we're going to ask. And please, you all don't know what we're asking. No one has seen our questions on the stage. Give us an opportunity to get the questions from these candidates and the answers.
They have to reassure their own audience, their own Democrat Party diehard audience at an internal DNC event that the candidates have not been given the questions in advance because they've come under so much fire for cheating and rigging their own primaries in the last 8 years. Hilarious.
That we all know you want. I see my Sunrise family over here. Give us an opportunity to ask the questions, please. Thank you.
And so you can see the cops right there escorting the protester out, the first protester.
As I was saying. Dr. Hathaway, I would ask the same question to you. Would you have done anything?
Bear in mind, bear in mind, this is an MSNBC event. And there's still
sponsors. Wait, hold up. Let me look at the over her shoulder. I'm looking at what does it say? Look at what it says. Something School, Institute of Politics and Public Service.
Mm-hmm.
You understand who are the is Sanders still working for MSNBC?
Yes.
And she's the moderator of this. Now, first of all, I understand some people are going to come there to disrupt and try to make a scene.
Mm-hmm.
When they're inside, so don't be surprised when security escorts them out forcibly.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand. People. I mean, you're not going to see this you'll not see this in a RNC kind of committee or gathering or something like that. That's for sure. They're going to make sure that they ain't having that. But of course, the people will still try anyway.
Yeah, the crowd will kick them out before the security will. So.
Oh, the crowd will get violent and probably hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
And you might, because I remember one time, like Trump at a rally said, "I miss the old days back when they would carry you out with a stretcher and some shit like that." Excuse my French, for something like that.
Yep, let's continue.
What I'm
anything differently?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Everyone, please. We cannot. I am going to ask.
Okay, so the lady who chose to sing instead of giving an opening statement, even she's sitting there like, this is unprofessional.
Yep, it is unprofessional.
Everyone, please.
Everyone, please.
Cannot. I'm going to ask if the audience would please give us an opportunity to ask the questions. And if you are not going to give us an opportunity to ask the questions, we are going to simply ask you to leave. We will not be able to get through this evening. We will not be
that's fair.
Able to get through this evening if you all continue to interrupt.
Go ahead.
First of all, you cannot if people are going to be this disruptive, what do you expect? You're going to have to remove them.
Yeah.
They're there to be disruptive. They're here to make a statement, be disruptive. This is the problems. This is what happens when you have these public hearings. Not to mention, I'm sure they said there's going to be time allocated where the moderator is going to ask each individual a question, and then there will be a time allotted for the audience, for people in the audience to ask questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's to maintain an orderly fashion to conduct these types of of gatherings.
Yep.
But unfortunately, some people decide, I want, because they're so enamored, because of they're passionate, or they're just angered or whatnot, frustrated for their particular cause, they're just going to be there and be disruptive. So this should not come as a surprise when they do this, and then security has to remove them.
Yeah. By the way, I got 13 watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat, support the show. Are you not entertained, taxing the fact?
Interrupt. And we are running out of time in this forum. Again, I would ask.
Now do you understand why I basically called this title the DNC Cluster Fuck?
The protester said,
wasn't
our
that so
planet
close?
is running out of time. And Simone Sanders hits back, not going to lie, kind of a fire line. And we are running out of time in this forum. As you will see, she was not handling these people well and ended up having a complete meltdown.
If anyone else feels the need to disrupt, please stand up and do it right now. I want to give you your opportunity. I want to give you your opportunity. Do it right now. That being said, I hope we don't see any more disruptions. I'm so sorry, Dr. Hathaway. Please answer the question. I want to ask specifically about something that came up.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me do my Charlie Brown.
Whoa. Let me. I got you. I got it. You mean you meant to say.
We're going to continue to go forward. I want to ask specifically about something that came up during the election, and I will direct this question to you, Governor O'Malley.
Yeah, I found out it was
security.
Yeah, hold
security.
on. I found out that they were using like a trumpet to make that sound too, like.
The trumpet with the muffle on the end, like on the end.
And to you, Mr. Martin, we're going to continue to go forward. About 1/3 of Donald Trump's advertising, campaign advertising in October of 2004. Pardon me. We'll wait a second.
You mad too?
Huh?
You mad too?
Okay, so initially Simone Sanders was saying we're just going to talk over them, we're just going to ignore it. And then she says, all right, we'll wait. So the protester was saying, raise your hand. Do you work for billionaires or do you work for people like me, the working class? Raise your hand. So he was mocking the fact that the chairs or the chair candidates all had to raise their hand to say that they thought that racism and sexism and misogyny were behind Kamala Harris's loss to Donald Trump. Perfect.
We'll wait a second. Thank you. So we're going to continue on. Again, about 1/3 of the Trump campaign advertising in October of 2024 was dedicated to, and I'm going to use quotes here, gender changing surgeries for a small number of trans, incarcerated, and undocumented immigrants. These particular.
And Democrats are still taking money from the arsonists.
The what?
You know.
I believe she said arsonist. Okay.
The what?
I believe she said arsonist. I guess she's referring to the California. I don't know, name. Let's not read too much into that.
You been on here for how long now? How long? This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. When teachers, we don't hate the day. We started out, we knocked on doors, and we get betrayed by establishment.
I think it's important to say here.
Okay, so at first one of the protesters shouted out that they're funded by arsonists.
And Democrats are still taking money from the arsonists.
Presumably they're echoing this theory that the fires in Maui, the fires in LA, and maybe even a lot of the activity in Gaza is all done to clear out a lot of very expensive property, very expensive real estate for private equity to buy up. Anyway, this is out there.
Interesting conspiracy theory, allegedly.
Floating around. So I think maybe that's what this protester is echoing. And so you can hear the whole audience audibly gasp. And then you hear this guy come in, this male protester, saying that this is embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing. But that's enough of that. Let's go. Let's skip to something else.
Thank you.
Oh, interesting. Nah, I ain't gonna play that.
Accomplish one.
Because quite frankly, I don't give a shit what Amanda Seals thinks anyway. So let's go to TikTok. And let's look at some salty lit. Look at my activity first. Whatever. All right.
Hey.
But yeah, I had to talk about it a little bit. This is a funny one.
I'm surprised Mr. Z's not doing anything this week. I haven't heard it from him in the last couple of days.
Oh, really?
No, I'm surprised. I mean, he's got his things. He's got things to do, so fair enough. Plus, I was on the Edwards.
And I hope you all agree with me, is on life support. In fact, it is in hospice. The Republican Party claims to love a Jesus,
So you probably claim to love Jesus while you're shout out to or before I say that, shout out to Electrician for the super chat. Salute AB Media 83, support Black Male Media. That is right. That is correct, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
And let me give you your reward for that. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank your donors. But yeah, you can't make this shit up.
Wait a minute. They like a lot of them are talking about that prosperity gospel crap, right?
Yeah.
Because all I'm gonna say about that is I'm glad I was raised Orthodox. That's weird to us.
We got Brother Jussie in the building. What's going on, Jussie?
Jesse?
What's going on, Brother Jussie?
Jesse, come on in, Jesse. Come on up, Jesse.
But anyway, let's continue. Oh, we
Right.
got another guest. Oh, wait a minute, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
What's going on?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Not much, talking about the clusterfuck that is the Democrat Party and the DNC.
Oh yeah, I got a good video for you then.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Some of these Democratic crash outs.
Oh yeah, that's what we're looking at now.
Claims to love a God that blesses its people.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, by your logic, you claim to love God, but you're supporting a party that openly had abortion clinics outside of its convention. Openly talked about killing babies outside of its convention, pretty much. But you're talking about you love God. You're talking about you love God, but you want men in the women's bathroom because they claim they're quote unquote transformers. But you're talking about you love God. Okay, got it.
To heal the sick and to take care of the widow. To take care of the child with.
Oh, but you don't want to talk about how during Biden's administration, black women were the number one people getting kicked out on the streets, do you? Oops. Oh, you don't want to talk about that too. Include probably including some widows too. But you don't want to talk about that, do you?
No mother, no father. We honestly must ask this party to reevaluate its own relationship with God. We will move forward.
Fair point.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, it's not a fair point. Because how are you going, because the Bible says in Matthew 7, verses 1 through 5, how are you going to talk about the speck in the Republican's eye when you got a whole plank in yours?
Ah, right. Forgot about that.
In other words, judge
Matthew 7:1, judge not, and you shall not be judged.
Yep. Actually, it spans 1 through 5 for the full context.
Judge not, and you shall not be judged. By which you judge a man, the Lord shall judge you in kind.
Yep, you're going to be judged by the same measuring stick.
How can you come to your brother and say,
that our democracy, and I hope you all.
Okay, that's enough of that.
This number above me is 93 days. It has been 93 days since we last seen Joe Stein.
Okay, seriously? Y'all crying about
Who?
Jill Stein, the Green Party candidate. She got 0.5% of the vote, and they're still crying. And they're crying about Jill Stein.
Did she disappear or something? Or did she pass away?
I don't know.
I mean, I just found out
It has been 93 days between November 5th, 2024, and today. I think I'm going to make a video a day with a counter like this.
We will win. We will win.
Oh, the humanity. Now you see why the DNC is a clusterfuck. That is the DNC minority leader, Chuck Schumer.
We won't rest. We won't rest.
Oh,
Gretchen.
Yes,
So
they need the Democrats need a real leader.
Are you fired up after?
Yes, this was so bad. Even CNN was laughing at him.
You understand that there's going to be a rebuilding of that party eventually within the next 2 years, because because right now they're probably going to be focused on the
Namer,
midterms.
I will believe it when I see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. I ain't saying I ain't bashing nobody. I'm just looking at this and saying you understand the fiasco continues.
Yes.
But the pendulum swinging, this, that, everything.
Yeah,
a
your
lot
thoughts
can happen in the next. Go ahead, Jesse. Sorry.
Yeah, your thoughts, Jesse.
I mean, hilarious, man. Hilarious. I mean, it's just it's the perfect example of the Democratic Party. I mean, just old and out of touch.
Scrambling.
I'm fired up and ready to go. Can't you see it in my face?
Damn.
For me, I'm disappointed in the lack of plan. I'm disappointed in the flat-footedness. I don't want to hear Chuck Schumer.
Damn, I've been saying this for years and nobody listened.
Saying, and we won't lose and we won't rest.
Oh, so
I'd rather have a small business owner up there talking about the impact on them. I'd rather have somebody who is displaced, who's a Black woman who's worked hard to have her business out there chanting and
they
talking
need to pick their targets, because there is a risk here that they end up going to bat over things that Americans are like, what does this have to do with me?
I think the highlight reel that you just played, spliced with the highlight reel of all the people trying to run the Democratic National Committee at their organizational meeting, ought to be put together, and we ought to take money from the Republican National Committee and play it on a loop. Ladies and gentlemen, the American left is so far off the rails, they're going to have to get Google Maps to find their way back. They are way gone right now, and it's glorious.
We will win.
They are now using slurs in Congress. Nancy Mace ended up using a slur against the trans community. And when she was called out by it by a really
no.
What did she say exactly?
Nancy Mace is complaining because she does not want to go to the bathroom with Transformers. Now, keep something in mind. And I do keep this in mind, even if I don't agree with the woman all the way politically. Nancy Mace was sexually assaulted. So she has a reason for not wanting to deal with men in her bathroom. I understand that. I completely understand that. And
So if she's a survivor of such a thing, yeah, she has a point.
awesome man, she repeated it over and over and over and followed it with, I don't care. I don't want to see penises in the women's bathroom. The guy
I don't blame her.
who called her out tried his damned hardest. He deserves a gold medal. He tried so hard to fight for the trans community, saying, listen, I'm sure you're aware. If you're not, I'm telling you right now. And she didn't even let him finish.
We try to tell these heifers. Okay. But anyway.
But you repeatedly keep using this specific word. It is a slur to the trans community. She cuts.
To all my sisters who play sports, if you want to know why Transformers got to go ahead to getting into your sports and out compete you, it's heifers like this. You support them.
Him off and says it over and over.
You didn't vote for Kamala Harris because you were pissed that we didn't have a Democratic primary. Now we have Elon Musk running the entire government and nobody voted for him. So thanks so much. You didn't vote for Kamala
Whatever.
Harris because you were pissed.
The problem is that Americans thought that it was okay to take a full-fledged criminal and make him the president of the United States. And
Yes, we did. Get over it.
then they want to act aghast when he does criminal things. Let me tell you, we have a thug in charge of the
I will take a thugging charge over a racist dementia patient with his incompetent AKA. I mean, seriously.
Either way, we're fucked one way or another. Well, y'all
Yep.
fucked one way or another.
More than likely, but yeah.
My question is, you got one bigot who is blatant about it, the other is that and the other who parted like all the January 6th what you call insurrectionists.
I believe that he's electricians and small business owners are giving Democrats the middle finger. Yeah, that ain't hard to
Rightfully
believe.
so. I mean, both parties are two wings of the same fucking vulture at the end of the day. You think they give a fuck about the little guy?
Oh gosh, this must be a Democrat place. I love Jasmine Crockett. She speaks volumes. No, she speaks like a dumbass.
United States. And if we don't wake up, we may not have a United States.
Shut up.
Just remember that.
Well, you said it wrong.
Donald Trump is a part of the legacy of the don't vote Democrat left. We would have never gotten him in the first place if it wasn't for the temper tantrum they threw over Bernie Sanders. And the temper tantrum they threw this time was twice as fucking bad. And they're still trying to blame Democrats for not sucking up to them enough. You guys are the reason we got Donald Trump in the first fucking place.
Yes, you are the reason we got Donald Trump in the first fucking place.
Who's he referring to by you?
He's referring to us who supported Bernie Sanders. I'm one of those people. And as you can see in the comments over here, I told him nobody is going to kiss the Democrat Party's ass for you. You better get over yourself.
Just remember that Donald Trump is a part of the legacy of the don't vote Democrat left. We would have never gotten him in the first place if it wasn't for the temper tantrum they threw over Bernie Sanders. And the temper tantrum they threw this time was twice as fucking bad. And they're still trying.
Well, what do you think was going to happen? You practically neutered Bernie Sanders before we could even say anything and try to shove a dementia patient down our fucking throats. What the hell you think was going to happen?
Or
trying to blame Democrats.
Or, last time before that, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
What they do, they put in an establishment candidate, a very unpopular establishment candidate.
Yep.
There's a time when the whole attitude right now in the country was anti-establishment.
But what did you think was going to happen? Good Lord. Anyway, let's continue.
Is it too late to get Kamala involved in the presidency somehow? Can she be the president for just 24 hours to get things back together and to give it back to Trump for the next 3 days and then he give it back to her for that?
No.
Yes. Sadly, Namer, we have black people in the country that are that slow.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said no. Then again, a lot of she can change to happen. Like, a lot of things can happen.
This was funny. Remember the heifer that said that the big bag that tried to get in that lift?
Oh no! What happened this time?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
Cars that time? Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Hey, boy.
Bullshit.
Hey, boy.
Bullshit.
A bullshit.
Come on,
bullshit.
leave that baby alone. He's too young to be cussing like that.
I know, but it's funny as hell.
Shit, I remember getting. I remember.
I've been in
Hold on a
cars
second.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Pause for a minute. I gotta tell you a story. I remember one time. We had some friends, had some cousins came home to visit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the youngest was like 3-4 years old at the time. And for some reason, I'm 19 at the time. I said something to being being a good older cousin. And then she just said, "Shut up, you dumbass," at me. And everybody looking at me like I taught her that.
Oh, wow.
It was funny, but it was shocking at the same time. That we're like,
yeah, thank you.
everybody thought of that. Everybody thought I
thank you,
did, but I'm like, no.
Gamer.
Sorry.
Thank you, Paul Wilson. What the
Oh.
fuck does adjust mean? Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
I said adjust, not adjust. You mean ADGUST, fam?
Okay.
An adjustment. That's what I meant. Maybe that's what I think. That's what he thinks.
But
My
let's
apologies.
let's continue.
A law degree, a
Sorry.
master's, and 2 bachelors. Probably more education than all y'all added up together on this table, right? And I have always been the least paid person on payroll at every institution I have worked in. And it's
Okay. Whose fault is that, though? I wonder why.
not
Even
because
in the White House?
even in the White House.
Well, whose fault is that? I don't think he worked for
Thank
George
you.
W.
Thank
Trump.
you.
Well, guess what
Thank
happened when I was
you.
there? DEI.
Oh wow.
What's she
I
talking
literally
about?
squealed with joy when I just watched that clip. Because at this point, we need this to be studied. We need this phenomenon of the over-degree liberal to be studied.
She ain't lying.
Because why are they so obsessed with their degrees? Why do they keep literally just throwing them as like grenades whenever they feel
all they
attacked
got.
or feel like they are struggling to
What's
make
his sister's name? Shout out to Themenoid Pun, because she's speaking. She got bars right. She's speaking bars right here.
a point. The moment they
what's her
feel
name?
confused or like they are losing an argument, the degrees are coming out, y'all. Like the second they're like, "Oh my god, I am not winning."
Oh, the
Let me
mod
start
pun.
stating my
The mod
degrees
pun, yeah.
to explain to you why I have to win this argument. I am more qualified than everybody right here. And then you just see like she literally has a baseless argument. She can't even prove her point. And she literally just ends up ending the argument on some weird, deluded, confused note. And everybody's sitting at the table like, I don't even know what you just proved. I don't think you actually proved anything. You look crazy. Education is not a weapon. Education is not a sole validator of when you are right or wrong.
Nope.
It is simply one aspect of your overall being. It's a credential. That is it.
Yeah.
It does
means you're-
not
you're-
grant you the right to win every argument you enter into just simply because you have 12 degrees and are $255,000 in debt.
Boom.
Calm down.
No lies
Your
told
degrees,
whatsoever.
yeah. Your degrees only say you're qualified. It doesn't mean you are competent.
Or qualified.
You're certified, but not qualified. Excuse me.
Yeah, certified. That's a better term.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, excuse me about that, folks. I stand corrected.
So
Out
Trump's
here, we
felonies are a
own up for what we
consistent
say.
conversation topic here in all of the comments on posts whenever I talk about Trump. So let's go ahead and get into it. Most of the people that are arguing about Trump's felonies and have a really big issue with him being a felon are also felons. 1 in 4 African-American adults have a felony. Let's continue. An estimated 1 in 3 adults have a felony.
Well,
78 billion Americans? I mean, this is the pot calling the kettle black. Literally, majority of you people who are probably talking about this man having a felony, you have a felony right with him. You should be proud of him. He's giving hope to the future for you all. I mean, 1 in 4 African-American adults got a felony? And then 1 in 3 Americans in general? Look, I didn't have.
What she means a felony conviction? Is that what she means by felony?
I don't know.
Because you're throwing out the words like felony and whatnot. What are you talking about? I mean, 1 in 4 African Americans has a felony conviction, or they've been
Something
charged
like
with a
that.
felony. What are you talking
we don't
about?
need to look too much into that. Come on, neighbor. I'm gonna play this video Jesse sent me.
All right. Oh.
Their reaction to the 3 of that. 1, an overflow crowd. It's as if there's a lot of news happening or something. I don't know. I want to start this morning by addressing a few things we've heard this week from our Democrat colleagues. It's been pretty surprising. Here's a few quotes. Shut down the city. We are at war. We're going to fight it in the streets, it was said.
Yes,
this
that
is
was
what the
said.
beginning of a dictatorship looks like. This is their reaction to the flurry of activity that's come out of the new administration. And the president is doing exactly what he said on the campaign trail that he is going to do, would do. And he's delivering on that. And we're a big part of that. And we're going to do it as well. Meanwhile, the Democratic Party truly is seemingly lost. They have no rudder. They have no vision. They have no clear leader. The only message they have is anti-President Trump. And we've all seen that's a failed strategy time after time.
Yep.
And it's not just rhetoric. I mean, this week, Democratic leadership sent a letter to their members that you all saw that the media characterized as a war plan to take on President Trump. In the letter, the Democrats laid out the foundation for a government shutdown. That's their plan, to stop President Trump. And the question we're all asking is, why do they want to stop him? Is it because President Trump is working to bring more oversight to USAID for its mismanaged spending? Is it because he's using the threat of tariffs to negotiate with trade partners and secure our borders? Is it because DOGE is looking at contracts and helping to carry out President Trump's promises of making government more efficient? By laying the foundation for a shutdown in the way that they are, the Democrats are changing their tune on government shutdowns. Remember, they're the ones that are apoplectic all the time about the terrible harm that it would exact on the country. But because President Trump is doing exactly what he said he would do, they've changed their tune. And I think you all should be asking them about that change of heart and the hypocrisy that is just on open display. When President Trump said he would unleash American energy dominance and reduce the size of the government and deport dangerous illegal aliens and make American communities safe again, he meant what he said. And that's what we're seeing. He made campaign promises, and now he's moving at a quick pace to deliver on them. What a concept. As I said in an interview yesterday morning, I think it was, that I think it's demonstrably true that President Trump has now done more for the American people in his first 2 weeks than his predecessor did in all 4 years. And that's going to continue. And in Congress, we're going to work, and we are working now, to codify that America First agenda through legislative action. You heard two examples of that here. What we'll be doing this week is continuing our efforts to protect American communities by voting on the HALT Fentanyl Act, which will permanently schedule fentanyl and all fentanyl-related substances as Schedule I narcotics. Why is that important? Because it empowers law enforcement to seize those deadly drugs and go after their producers and distributors and stop the flow. It is an unspeakable tragedy that has now gone on for over 4 years. We have more than 200 Americans lose their lives every single day on average to fentanyl. And it's a crisis that demands our immediate action, and that's what the president is doing. That's what we're doing. The HALT Fentanyl Act builds on President Trump's efforts from earlier this week to secure our border, southern and northern borders, and keep illicit drugs out. The Republicans are taking decisive, strong, and immediate action to rid American communities of this poison. Elections have sometimes very positive consequences, and that's what you're seeing here. Meanwhile, we're also going to unleash American energy dominance. The Protecting American Energy Production Act is so important because President Biden and his administration clearly waged a war on American-made energy, particularly oil and gas producers, and we're going to make sure this doesn't happen again. So we pass this legislation, and no future administration will be able to put a halt on fracking, which produces so much of the energy in this country. It has to be protected. House Republicans are delivering on our promises, and there is a lot more to come. I'm sure you have a few questions this morning, so we'll do that. We'll start at front row.
Can you address this situation that President Trump is suggesting moving into Gaza? Is that an America First policy?
By the way, I asked a question at the beginning of the show, and it simply asks, do the Democrat Party have any sense? Your choices were yes, no, and hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, and hell to the no won by 65%.
Bishop Bullwinkle will be proud.
Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
No, hell to the no, hell to the no.
That was just me.
Yeah. I wish you got to get that clip of Bishop Bullwinkle from Snowman, man. Well, you ever listen to the song? You ever listen to the song, actually? The actual song? It's on Spotify. Bishop Bullwinkle, hell to the no, no, no. I've seen the video, a couple of videos, so yeah.
But yeah, that's a good video, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Like I said in the video, how do you feel now that Trump is in office? We told you. Everybody saying we told you. Like, that's what he said he was gonna do on the campaign trail. What do you mean he told us? All he doing is fulfilling his campaign promises.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He's on the war path. He's on the path to.
I mean, it's crazy, right man. Now, the left and the right are crazy at this point, man. Democrats, Republicans, all these people goddamn crazy. They all are. It's very few people using logic. I'll just say that. It's kind of like you just go on with whatever team at this point.
Yeah, I had a dude try to argue me down that RFK is a racist because he said, now listen carefully and try not to laugh. I had this dude trying to justify RFK is a racist because he said black people have a better immune system.
RFK Jr.
Yes.
Yeah, one of his close friends is a black guy. You know what I mean? And his
But no, did you hear
family
what
has
I
done
said
so
though?
much for. Yeah, I already said. I mean, it's a lot of people using that argument. It's a lot. I mean, I think they just had one of the congresswomen in his confirmation hearing that
Yeah.
kind of they got into it about that. So it's foolish, man. It's foolish.
I sometimes wonder. I mean, if it's a positive thing, sure, but sometimes I think it's used as a trope, as a stereotype trope, or
I mean, we know.
So
I know firsthand that black people have stronger immune systems because just look at during COVID. When I went to Ghana right after COVID, I had my mask on, and nobody else had their mask on. They was looking at me like, "Why you got this mask on?" People looking at me like crazy. My girlfriend was laughing at me.
I could take it a step further. They've known we've had a better immune system for years. You want to know how I know that?
Right.
Why do you think they chose us for antebellum slavery?
The Tuskegee syphilis experiments as well.
Yes.
You
Why do
guys
you
have
think
been
we were
used as guinea
chosen for
pigs.
slavery? Because we could survive longer than anybody else doing that kind of work. Lazy
Melanin
motherfucker.
also played a factor. Let's not forget that. Also, let's not forget that many of us have been exposed to all kinds of diseases in those areas in our native countries.
Yep.
But it also
But
goes
yeah,
back
it's
to but when I hear certain people say certain things, I have to pause and take everything with a grain of salt. Even when they say something positive about me, I'm like, what is it? What is the intention behind that?
Yeah, now
I'm
they're
always
mad
waiting
at
for the other shoe to drop. So
yeah,
you
now they're
gotta
mad at
understand me.
Trump because he Musk got his hands on the U.S. aid organization, which is pretty much just the Clinton organization going around robbing and pillaging people. And now they upset that Elon Musk is aimed for that. Is aimed for that their little money bag. But I got 16 watching. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit my Cash App. Support the show. Hit the super chat. Support the show. Support your interest.
I'm a little apprehensive about Musk for for a few reasons.
Go ahead. Give us your reasons.
I don't know. So when I listen to him, hear him talk and everything, I don't know. Is it wrong, first of all, to trust your gut instinct, by the way?
Yeah.
Is it wrong to trust your gut instinct? Your gut feeling?
No.
All right. Like, I get this gut feeling about him. And then when I see him, the way he talks and everything, that lets me know what kind of a person he is. Secondly, him having control, you have to understand the kind of influence he wields. So I understand him having his hands on that. And it seems like there's you have it's like the battle of special interest groups. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my thing, right?
Am I wrong for what I just said?
Well, I don't believe there's a right or wrong in what you just said. That's just
all right, then.
your opinion. I don't think it's a right or wrong. But I look at it this way. I come from the pro-black movement.
Fair enough.
And I kind of go by the model that most white people are probably going to be racist.
Yeah.
And he's South African, so
as far as Elon Musk,
He's from
If it
South
was just
Africa and a part of the apartheid thing, so it is what it is.
if it was discovered that he was racist, I wouldn't be surprised. But
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
does that have anything to do with cutting the budget?
No. By the way, before
Where are
we
they cutting
continue,
the budget and
hold on,
everything? Go
Namer.
ahead, sorry.
Before we continue, this iteration of the Colosseum show has been brought to you by the new faces of Jim Crow 2025. They don't need blackface. Massa got us now.
So
Like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, support the show.
I'm just gonna ask you guys a series of questions, and I
Mhm.
just want a yes or no answer. So if
All right.
Elon Musk was racist, he was confirmed racist. Does that stop him from being able to cut the budget of the federal government?
Nope.
Does
No.
that stop him from being able to find wasteful spending in the budget of the federal government?
Nope.
No.
Does that stop him from trying to get the federal deficit down and maybe even into a surplus?
Nope.
Not really.
So who gives a shit? The way I look at it is, hey, if you can do a job, as long
Yeah.
as you're not actively attacking someone physically with your racism or using your racism to hurt someone's quality of life, their ability to earn. If you could do the job, who gives a damn? I mean, I've worked with rednecks from the deep south of Mississippi, guys with Confederate tattoos and Confederate stickers on their cars.
Yep.
As long as you can get the job done and you don't do anything to negatively affect anybody or come with some negativity, like directly attacking someone with your racism, who gives a damn at the end of the day?
Yeah.
And so get the job done. And so far, he's doing a hell of a job. It seems he's uncovering
man.
a lot of craziness.
Yeah, man. I'm not big on we the court spending because when the Republicans say it's usually bullshit, but man, some of the shit he's finding, like $50 million for condoms. I can't get over this. $50 million to send over for condoms for the Gaza Strip.
Condoms.
Yeah, I haven't seen everything. One I seen where they said they spent like a couple $1,000,000 on researching how car accidents in Ghana happen. What causes car accidents in Ghana? Like, who gives a damn? What does this have to do with the citizens of America, the United States of America?
Yeah.
Now, hey, if you want to send health stuff to help with health in different countries, food aid and stuff like that, fine. But a lot of this shit is just pure waste, and it's probably
Development
just
aid.
scams and what do you call it? I can't think of the term right now, but scams and money laundering is what I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, money laundering.
So it's like, okay,
Money laundering or
you
siphoning.
get money from the federal government. It goes to this organization, that organization, this organization, and finally it comes back into the hand of crooks in the form of salary, bonuses, and all this type of stuff. That's all. That's all it is.
Oh, by the way, AB.
Yes.
As a form of self-deprecation, and this was inspired by Terrell Bentley. I have to introduce a new hashtag.
What?
Hashtag in all capital letters. CUTOFFNAYMAA two exclamation points. Hashtag cut off Neymar. He talked too much.
Oh, I got that. I got you covered right here.
I am speaking.
Gets old.
Was I high when I heard that?
I actually Jesse actually got that clip from the DNC convention or whatever they hold for their elections. He said, "Hey, I'm a black woman. I'm speaking."
Yeah, I think you played it on somebody else's show recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Breaking news. The polling average at 538.com shows that President Trump has an approval rating of 48.8%.
That's not bad
That's pretty damn good.
for him.
He's only been in the job for how long now?
About a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks. By the end of this week.
Yeah, a lot can change in the next couple of years, so we'll see.
Yeah.
This is the beginning,
I mean,
folks. So
to be at 48.8, considering some of the things that may look bad on the surface that has happened, because you do have a lot of people that are a little bit upset about certain things that are not true at this moment. Like you had a bunch of people that were upset that he was supposedly cutting what do you call it, services within the government. So like WIC, EBT, and all that type of stuff. Which personally, I'm the type of person, if it'll get the deficits down, go ahead and cut it. But I understand that would not be very favorable to the masses of people, obviously. And I'm not saying that you should cut everything, but so considering that, and he's at 48.8%, I mean that's not a very popular thing to do. So
I mean, like when you talk about budget cuts, you got to ask where are they cutting it? They're cutting the budgets and everything.
Cuts.
Right. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know, but scrutinize everything. Make sure
Yep,
everything's on
yep.
the up and up. That's what I want to say.
And what do y'all think? Do y'all think that I mean, and this is unpopular obviously amongst right if you do this, and I don't think I've ever really seen any precedents doing this in the last 30 years, but you think they would do you think the Trump administration will be open to cutting the military spending
I think
or
they've
the
already
military
started.
budget?
To what
Okay,
extent
well,
is the question?
I
If they
didn't hear
do, to
anything
what
about that.
extent?
I think they've already started.
No, it's a general question. I mean, I'm not being specific
Yeah,
about it.
I think they're going to have to because Trump's more of an isolationist, so I'm sure the military budget is going to get cut.
Yeah, well, I know in a way they are cutting it because I did see a post about Elon Musk that was saying about the it was something about the transgender thing in the military. It actually cost them like 250,000 per transgender for some type of stuff. Can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, and there's going to be more cuts because Pete Hegseth has already come out and says, trying to tune up to go against China is a no-go in our current situation. So there's going to be more. There's going to be more military cuts, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what happens because knowing Mark Rubio being a neocon, China hawk, I thought he was gonna really come out blustering and kind of antagonizing China. But he made an announcement a few days ago, really sounding more diplomatic than anything, saying that we're gonna have to really use diplomacy with these world powers.
Yeah, let's look at another crash out from a salty liberal. And yes, that's me.
Maybe. Where's the clip?
Oh, sorry. My bad. I forgot I wasn't showing. My bad.
Brain fart.
Yeah, getting old.
You're about to see with your own eyes every single Generation Alpha, Generation Z, Millennial, Generation X, what it looks like to live close to Jim Crow.
Oh.
No, I know some of y'all are saying, Roland, this ain't Jim Crow because I can go to the club with a white woman. This ain't Jim Crow because I can go out and we can go here and I can use this water fountain. I can use this bathroom and I can go here. But you need to understand, and I'm telling you right now, mark it down. 7:40 p.m. Eastern on January 23rd. A year from now, you are going to see a dramatic drop in the number of contracts that black businesses have gotten from the federal government. You are going to see a year from now a dramatic drop in the contracts that.
Basically, what he's trying to tell you is he ain't gonna be getting no government contracts because they're not gonna listen to him kiss the Democrat Party's ass. That's what he's basically trying to tell y'all. Just
you know what? If any of this stuff do happen, hey, I'll give you your credit. I'm a realist. I mean, I do actually agree with one point he made is that government contracts with minorities probably will reduce under Trump.
Yeah, we'll see. But okay, yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, if it's the best person that's doing a job, who cares? If it's the best person that's doing a job.
Yeah, emphasis on if it's the best person doing the job.
That black-owned businesses will receive from corporate America and from state governments and from county governments and city governments and school districts. You are about to see an economic calamity come down in black America because too many of us sat our asses on the couch, chose not to vote because we said, well, if I don't get...
Actually, I chose to vote. It just wasn't for Kamala Harris.
Nothing before I vote, then I'm not going to vote. Now,
damn right.
Now you are witnessing with your very eyes what happens. And now you are about.
You go cry, baby. Anyway.
Trivial shit. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, here's a little AI fun for y'all.
I'm an Independent by AB Media 83. I'm an independent. I don't need no man. Ouch. I got hit with a brick. Where all the men at? I'm an independent. I don't need no man. Black women are holding it down. Ouch. I got hit with a brick. Why didn't black men do anything? I'm an independent. I don't need no man. I don't need no man to protect me. Ouch. I got hit with a brick. Where all the men at? Why didn't they protect me? I'm an independent. I don't need no man. I can take care of myself. Ouch, I got hit with a brick. Why didn't black men cover me? I'm an independent. I don't need no man. Women are tougher than men. Ouch, I got hit with a brick. I'm a woman, protect me. I'm an independent. I don't need no man. Ouch, I got hit with a brick. Gee, maybe I'm full of shit.
Little poem I wrote a while back.
I remember. Brickface wrote a.
Was that AI?
Yes.
Yeah. AI generated. Needs some fine tuning though, especially with the deep fake.
Yeah, the purpose was just to show it off, really.
Yeah. So it's got potential.
This is partially AI. How I created this effect is I actually fused it with the picture of the cartoon Jim Crow. I fused both their picture with the picture of the cartoon Jim Crow to get that effect.
Damn.
Then I cropped it out of the background and just,
Is he wearing an ascot?
Yes.
Ay, ay, ay. How you gonna wear an ascot with no ass, with literally no neck?
Yeah, well, he was a bit skinnier then.
He got bigger now? I thought he downsized.
I can't tell. It always looked like he just got back from the buffet. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's funny. So,
So that's the original picture.
wait, you got the one? Oh no, sorry, that Shattered Stars got the one of Van Jones crying, the crying joke.
Do I still
We need
have?
to protect that sister. We need to protect that sister.
I think I deleted that one. Sorry.
Okay, now I gotta hit you with the Bill Duke. Now, you don't F us now. You know that, right?
Oh no, I didn't.
What'd you do? Why you gotta do me dirty like that, man? Why you gotta do me dirty like that?
I thought I deleted it, but I hadn't. Crying Jones.
Yeah. Hold on. Bill Duke. Now, AB. You damn near fucked up. You know that, right?
Wow.
You know that, right? I said you damn near fucked up. I didn't say you did. You damn near. You damn near. Here, pay attention. All right.
By the way, does anybody know if this comes with lettuce and tomato on the side? And current minds would like to know, does this come with lettuce and tomato on the side?
I don't want none because she's got gluten.
Yeah, there's a lot of gluten, even for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck up my intestines. Excuse me.
So seriously, for those who like Angela Rye with lettuce and tomato on the side, does it come with Angela Rye? Does it come? All I have to ask is, does it come with lettuce and tomato on the side?
Oh, the mayo.
Oh, I forgot I put this picture up here. There you go, lettuce and tomato on the side.
You ain't shit.
I had completely forgotten I put that picture up there.
You're really getting old. Oh, man, you know what you need now? All you need now is that Danny Glover clip from Lethal Weapon.
Too over this shit?
I'm getting too old for this shit. Hey,
This is one of
Riggs.
the reasons why I tell black men, y'all need to be the heroes of your own narrative. Be your own superhero. Be the heroes of your own narrative.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, a lot of them are Elvis Presley fans. Their favorite song is Blue Suede Shoes.
You also got to keep in mind that a lot of them are raised in the gynocracy.
Oh, that's AI generated. Wow, 92%. Was it inspired by that
Actually,
painting?
Gamer, that's not totally accurate. It's a yes, the images are AI generated, but the picture is actually a collage that I put together.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was like inspired from that picture. I remember that sketch that sketch painting we saw.
Well, let me see if I can
those
do
women
this
sitting on a
properly.
rooftop. Yeah, sitting on a rooftop, drinking coffee while there's complete chaos in the background.
It's loosely based off of that, but let me see. What did I call that? I called it the gynocracy, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it does say the gynocracy right here.
Yeah, let me open. Let's see. Scroll down. Here we go. Let me turn on my virtual camera, and we're going to be going display capture because Affinity Publisher doesn't want to act right when I there we go. Now let's bring you down, and let's bring that down, and let's focus on let's focus on me for a minute. This is the program I used to make this.
Oh, okay.
And as you can see, I can move these around.
Come a long way from whatchamacallit, PowerPoint and other stuff.
Yep, and this the background, believe it or not, has a little filter on it.
Okay.
I have a little filter running here. Cause see, this is what the picture actually looks like.
Oh.
So so this is for effect. See the difference?
No, yeah, I like that. You ever thought about going into comic book illustrations?
You know what? Not a bad idea.
Man, I should have been a guidance counselor.
Mm-hmm. Because I can definitely do it with this program.
Mm.
Because I got
but you know that we shouldn't take away the work from some artists. A lot of artists who can still do this with the computers. Sometimes they want to do it from scratch with a pen with a pen and pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you want to re-exercise those muscles.
Yeah, let me see. Where's the like, so you can do a call out. Let's see. Let's make this. Have her say it, and we are going to make this. Right, y'all hit my Cash App and support the show. Hit the super chat and support the show. And
You got a lot of creativity.
Yes. We're going to say, I'm independent. I know I misspelled that. And I can barely see it.
Is it I'm an independent or I'm a independent? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't I'm supposed to be like one word?
Actually, it's supposed to be Ann.
I'm an independent. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's no spell check here? What the hell?
Yeah, let me put the stroke down a little bit so you can actually see it.
I'm an independent woman. Don't forget woman.
How come spell check's not coming? Oh, it's spelled right. Never mind. No wonder. I thought it was misspelled, but and we can center this and play with this a little bit. Add exclamation point. But yeah, I can definitely make comics with this program if I really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And
what does the 92% represent again?
The 92% of black women who voted for Kamala Harris.
Oh, right. Wait, what about the remaining 8%? They voted for Trump, and and probably some voted for third party.
Something like that. There we go.
All right, zoom out.
And I am going to export that actually.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
for one of them, can you have them say, "I'm educated"?
Oh, you're not wrong about that. Hold on, give me just a second. Do a little trickery here.
The heifer in the black dress, right there.
Yeah, move you over. And we're gonna do a little trickery here. Where's it at? I gotta move this tail over a little bit. Got somebody coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dirty Jersey.
What's going on, Louis?
I'll give him a minute.
Okay.
I think he's busy with the flatbed.
Oh. Let's try 80.
El rey de los mulatos.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Playing with this picture here a little bit.
Nothing. Commuting from work.
Oh, okay.
Wait. How long is your commute usually?
45 minutes.
Not too bad.
With or without the traffic?
With.
Okay.
Is that good enough for you, Namer?
Huh?
Is that good enough for you? I'm
I'm educated. Okay, fair enough.
Well, that's the funny part. I'm an educated.
Should we add because I'm an educated woman or this like that? Put woman at the end of
let's
it.
let's keep it simple. I'm an educated.
All right.
But
Fair
yeah, I
enough,
was
fam.
showing this pictures. This is not generated AI. This is some of this is my dirty work.
And he always washes his hands clean after he does his dirty work.
Yeah. Y'all hit my Cash App, support the show. Hit the super chat, support the show. Support your interests.
Put some spec on his like button.
So what's been up?
Oh, not much. Covering the clusterfuck that is the DNC thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, I did take your advice. Give me 1 second.
About?
Hey, I am speaking.
I guess the shrooms kicked in.
You ain't shit for that, AB.
I told you, man. Oh man, I had to do it, man.
Yo, what's in this vape pen, man? She sounds really slow than a motherfucker.
I just slowed the video down. She doesn't sound like that, but it went real fast.
I'm speaking.
You can do that. You can do that with video editors now. So
yeah, no, I don't know. I've been doing that when I was younger. I would sometimes start talking in slow mo like that.
You also
and
made
people look at me, what the fuck are you doing?
Also made a new intro. Yeah, using generative AI, a little generative AI to speed stuff up a little bit.
Yeah, not bad.
But you're right. I probably can do some comics comics with, especially with the generative AI. I already got some models I can use with that too. So
Absolutely. I mean, you can do so many great things. I mean, you can do things that really contribute positively. With you can get creative. See, this is where creativity and art and science come together and create some from some very great things.
yeah,
People
that
fail to
program I
realize that.
use is actually similar to PageMaker. It's a desktop publishing app. That's why I had that. I already had that master page set up, and you can set up multiple master pages and have different styles for different pages. It's designed to make books and stuff like that. It's actually designed to make whole books and stuff, and make it as creative as you possibly can.
Yeah. By the way, just to be a little childish here, sometimes I just wish it was 2020.
Why?
One of the greatest things I remember watching was Samuel L. Jackson reading a classic bedtime story called "Stay the F at Home," which was a follow up to that classic book's "Go the F to Sleep."
Which is probably something I'm gonna do when I get off this live stream. But yeah,
I still have a copy of that book, by the way. Go to F to Sleep.
Go to F to Sleep, huh?
I was supposed to get that to a friend as a gift for their kid. It's not meant for kids. It's meant for parents. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson did do the narrative, did do the audio book.
Let me see where my polls at. I put a poll up at the beginning of the stream, and where is it at? Still about 60%.
Hey, AB, how long you gonna be on?
Probably not too much longer because I already went over the clusterfuck.
Oh, because I'm almost home. I was gonna hop on my computer, but
Oh,
I'm about to hop off right now because I gotta take a pit stop.
okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Hey, you stay safe out there, Louis. Have a good ride home. Stay safe.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
God bless you. Peace.
But we
yeah.
just 2 weeks in. It's going to be interesting to see how everything.
It's already
plays
been
out.
interesting. Still so much, I mean, the way I look at it is like, this is just the beginning. And right now, I think the only thing that people should be doing is pray for the best, but be prepared for the worst.
Yes. I always knew voting for Trump was a risk, but that's part of the game, isn't it?
Every action has both positive and negative consequences. The question is, who does it affect negatively and who does it affect positively? And at the end of the day, also remember, Cicero asked regarding politics, cui bono? Who benefits, or for whose benefit is anything? Who benefits immediately, and who benefits for the most part? It's not always the same people.
No, it's not. But
Trump is Trump. But trust and believe that and he's also known to be flippant from time to time.
Let's look at a little black female fuckery before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Never Kamala leftists. What happened to let black women lead? Was that a thing? I know I didn't make that shit up. That was a thing, right? Seriously, what happened to let black women?
Especially after this Pakistan said, why the hell would we let you lead? Just saying.
I've been wanting to ask about that shit because I've been around South Asians and I'm like, they may not necessarily be anti-black, but they have some serious colorism. And like the rest of
If you want to
Asia,
learn how to control these men, You got to read the 48 Laws of Power. Do not commit to anyone. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another, making them pursue you. That's law number 20. Read it. If you want to learn how to control.
Okay, ma'am. I understand what you're saying. There's just one little problem. You do know we've read that book, right? Some of us have read that book, right? Something you might want to think about.
We've not just read that book. There's Miyamoto Musashi's The Five Rings. There's The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Mm-hmm.
The Prince by Nicola Machiavelli.
You know they hate to see this woman coming. The Trump administration. This lady right here is Letitia James.
Y'all really think Trump is afraid of Letitia James?
Right, Scott. He like laughs about this woman. Letitia James is nothing to him. He sees right through her.
Time when everybody's asking, where are the Democrats? Where's the resistance? Who's fighting back? This woman is taking on Trump once again. She did it before the election, and she's doing it now. Here's how. Letitia James has joined one lawsuit blocking President Donald Trump's birthright.
The pawns always go first.
I'm getting in my panties without you coming out the pocket, period.
What? That's
And,
crazy.
and it's not even a case where I call it selling. See?
What is it?
You have to do it with class.
Right,
I call
right,
it doing it with class.
So you're gonna be a hoe with class. Got it.
Where do you come up with this shit? So I'm gonna ask you for something.
Right.
If you don't give it to me, you don't provide it, I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine. Anything to tiptoe around the fact that you sell box for a living.
I call it doing it with class.
You do know they got some classy box sellers.
I'm getting in my panties.
Yeah, they call upscale escorts.
Period.
Well, thanks for well. I don't have a problem with this name. I'm just glad she told us she's an escort. You say you're an escort and call it a day.
Single mother households produce the worst.
Yes, they do. And she's about to cry about it.
What's wrong with me molding my wife to please me?
She's not a seasoned woman. She doesn't
want
know
that.
already.
We don't want that.
Those younger women, those girls don't know themselves already. Men want those women because they're able to mold them.
Absolutely.
And you can teach them and tell them what to do and how to do it, when to do it, and what to do.
No.
With us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know ourselves.
You're right. I do need to get that Danny Glover clip because before I say that, salute good brother Art Newstall. You're right, Namer. I do need to get that Danny Glover clip because listen to this right now. You're right. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Who the hell want to wake up to you? Yeah, doing that.
Okay. I will also say, if you can't find him, a good backup would also be Chai McBride from Undercover Brother, where he uses that very same quote. Chai McBride.
That we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Chai McBride in Undercover Brother. Go ahead.
Ask for. If I get me a younger woman with less experience, why can't a alpha man mold his wife to be that wife to make him happy? This is why we date younger women. They don't have those experiences, those trauma ass decisions that you've been through your whole life that's keeping your guard up from me. Because I hate the notion that women always try to make it seem like men are semi-predators because we want a pure woman. This is what we want. Y'all can't get mad at us for wanting what we want. What's wrong with me molding my...
Yep. If you think I'm about to apologize for looking at a 25-year-old or younger, or well, a 20-year-old or older, you lost your mind. And notice I said 20 or over. Not 18 or over, 20 or over.
You're an adult, man.
So to all you
because you said...
Hold on, Namer, let me finish.
Sorry.
To all you heifers out there talking about talking about you 42 and you looking at a 25-year-old and a 20-year-old, and the fuck you gonna do about it? She's well past legal and has experience. What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Patrice O'Neal had a good bit about that in Elephant in the Room, in which he compared older women to like stale Cracker Jacks.
And y'all don't want to talk about that 30-year-old that went over to Pakistan to marry a 19-year-old. Oops, I said it out loud. Oh, wait. It's even worse because it turns out she catfished him. She molded herself as a blonde white woman,
Oh,
and but she's an overweight black woman.
she catfished him
Yes,
because remember, and there's that thing I wanted to say about that. You're not gonna see them mess with, I mean, like any South Asian. They don't want to mess with black folks. They want to mess with white folks. They want to marry whites.
and I don't know if she's still over there, but she's over there talking about he gonna marry me, like she dealing with a simp over here in the United States.
It's somebody claiming to be her son claimed that she has like some mental health issues and whatnot, which is a convenient excuse. But this woman's already. But my question is, how was she able to enter the country? She has a prior, doesn't she?
Know.
Shit, what the hell?
I don't know. It is what it is.
I mean, having been around South Asians for much of my youth and everything, understanding how South Asians think and operate, is like they don't want to deal with you. And you catfishing by presenting yourself as a white woman. No wonder he's mad.
You know, black women ain't got no shame.
Ain't no shame. African American ain't got no shame, and you could, and I could tell you, like Brits will tell you, Africans as well as Afro-Caribbean and blacks in the UK will tell you, South Asian folks, they don't mess around. They keep to themselves, and they don't want to intermarry with them either. They'd rather intermarry with with whites mostly, if at all.
Yeah, but it's been a good show, guys. I'm about to shut down, go to bed.
Good night,
so
bro.
Any last words?
I'll leave that. Y'all ain't shit, never were shit, never will be shit, and God bless you for it.
All right. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.
Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.